puts up a tough shot. Bounces around. Goes in at the buzzer. Working it down to 2-1. A deep three. Oh!
It's population.
That's how you win a game.
It's population. We hustle every day to find picks. You can tell us if you want to get rich. It's population. We robbing Underdog and PrizePicks. We the best in this biz. You ain't telling us shit. It's population. We love making money quick, fast. Cooking up a team card. The whole crew about to smash. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash. The dopest team you ever seen. Winning money, stacking G's. Bookies setting traps, but they'll never catch me. Some people get addicted like rats to the cheese, but I got one obligation to bring Johnny to his knees. Holding back the props till the morning he knows. They'll be fishing in the shack, plotting nukes with the bros. Only withdraw, never reload. Elevated them up, amigos. We go with honest, we seeking the bloods. We know when a fucking cheat code. Party that I'm sweating, it can't be good for my health. Some might call it making bets, I call it investing in myself. I'm picking props like stocks, population for the win. Got my sips in by the buzzer now, let the games begin.
Unbelievable. Just classic. He did it.
It's population. It's population. It's population. We do it for the fam, so everybody let's cash.
What up?
Josh is back. And AOD says, let's fuck the bookies. No pause.
Let's go AAO, man. Your Pistons did it like as planned, man. Cade, what a rocky start, man. He's got to work on his foul rate. Fouls at a really high clip, but yeah, he was in early foul trouble. Did nothing the first half and then just went nuclear in the second half. Where he dropped 30-something points, 4 assists. Went crazy.
He's
And
the man. He is the
led
man
him
for
to-
real.
Yeah, led him to a win. Even with Brunson playing full minutes. Yeah, yesterday turned out really good for being a mid-slate, man.
Under.
Kalabali stayed under his PRA and RA. We talked about that extensively. Wiggins went off. He cleared his regular line and his free throw line. I got on because the Raptors foul up, and then Bunk, Hami, Yaquez, and Jovic both went under.
He used to like Yaquez.
And not anymore. He is so bad watching him.
He used to like him, I remember. All right.
I did. Norman Powell, Zubac, they got their lines. Only main miss was Jalen Wells, which is so frustrating, guys. I mean, he started the game 2-2 from 3, and then he went 3 of 4 from 3. Got some free throws just to throw it in there, and then there was 2 minutes left in the game, and he pops a 3. He had 11 points, and his line was 11.5. Pops a 3, puts him at 4. He hits it, puts him at 14. Never scores again in the last 2 minutes. Game ends, and yeah, those are the beats you got to live with unders, man. Is when guys either hit a shot, check out for the game, never come back right after hitting it, or hit a last minute bucket to go over by 1. So I would do it again, over and over again. His shot volume was really low with Ja and all them at full strength. He just shot really efficient. He's not going to do that every game with that type of shot volume. So yeah, let's get at it today, man. We got 7
big ones.
Summer TNT. All right, let's start with we got 2 starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. We got a game we just saw, Cavs at Pacers. Halliburton got injured in this game, correct?
Bunk Hallie.
And look, he got injured, and look what happened. Pacers fucking won.
Yay! Beat the Cavs in Cleveland.
And you know why? It's because Halliburton got hurt.
Damn.
They're better without him, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, look, he was minus 14, plus minus.
That's
He
like
was out there.
That's like Job. When Job's out, they're better. The Grizz are better.
Yeah, he played 19 minutes, 1 of 5, 2 points. So yeah, that's gonna unlock Nimbard here. He had a good game. Once let's look at the rotation. Once Halliburton went down. So Halliburton did not play in the first half. What did Nimbar do in the second half?
J. Cole, what up, bro?
What up, J. Cole? Hey, J. Cole, I got some women college basketball leans all unders.
Women
They all
all
start-
unders. Money.
They start in 3 hours. They're strong leans. It didn't feel as good as yesterday, but if we want to ride low unit. And Nimbar second half game log. Let's see. Wow, so yeah, he scored 13 points, 4 assists when Hallie was out.
Ayo says, we're playing better without Ivy? Question mark.
Well, yeah, it fully unlocks Cade, right? More ball handling for Cade. So let's look at Nimbard when. So no games this year. How about last year? Okay, so these are games Hallie was out. So it's like a mixed bag, right? I would say that I would consider the 12.5 on Fliff just due to the value being so good. Minus 125. A lot of places it's minus 150. Pinnacle minus 131. So it's rare you get value like that on Fliff. And other places have bumped them up to 13.5 already. So it seems like the books are split on it. I mean, look at it. He had a stretch of games at the end of the season with Halliburton out where he cleared this point line. How about his assists? Assists go way up. You can consider the PA. That's high, man. Like, why are some books 20.5 and others 18.5? That's wild. Maybe I'll split it. I don't know. I hate doing PA. It's just negative correlation, man. The dude's passing, not shooting. Yeah, they can score here and there, but when they do shoot, they're going to be super efficient. I don't know. Maybe I'll consider it's worse value than the points on Fliff. It's minus 140 at 18.5. Or you're getting the 12.5 at minus 125, which you can just do a straight bet on if you want. Yeah. Okay. TJ still just does not get the run when.
Come on, TJ.
They just don't. I don't know. They just don't fully unlock him. I think they're just gonna ride Nimbard, man. Especially with how well he played that most recent meeting, which was last game. So, anything else? Pacers. I never play the Pacers, but maybe Halliburton being now, we can unlock some stuff here.
Yeah, you don't like any players on the Pacers. Miles Turner every now and then, but Nimbard? I've never seen you try to play like Nimbard.
No, but the line is pretty low. If he's gonna with Halliburton out and he's gonna ball handle.
Yeah. If there was something else in this game that you liked, you could maybe alt his assist and add something to it.
Yeah, alt his assists, alt his points.
I don't know about his. I guess so. Yeah.
Do a SGP.
I just have a feeling he has to have a decent floor for his assists. Without Hallie, bunk ass Hallie. But points too, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Only if there's something else you like in the game that you could add that you really like. I don't know. J. Cole says, I'm in. I'll check the Discord. Talking about women's unders.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it after this.
He said, we've played Nembard's dimes in the past. Yeah, we have played some Nembard dimes. That is true.
Oh, look at that. They're not giving us alt assists.
Bitches.
Bastards.
Bastards and bitches.
I get. So with that said, I think just taking the straight up 12.5 points at minus 125 is the way to go then. If you're going to do it. Anything Nembard. On Fliff, at least.
Not bad, not bad.
It's not bad value relative to other books. And you could just do a straight bet with that too, so. Okay. That's it for Pacers, man. Cavs? I don't know, guys. Like, what's up with Donovan Mitchell? He's just chilling? Just letting Garland take over the regular season?
Maybe. He might be bored. I mean,
look at this, dude. I mean, he's just like, yeah.
don't you feel like there's so many basketball games and they run up and down the court for so many years of their life, they just hit a wall one day and they're like, I don't know if this passion's here anymore. It's kind of the same thing every day. I'm kind of going crazy.
Yeah. It's a long season, man. For sure. I mean, his usage, man, for Garland, super high. And look, as a result, Donovan is really low for Donovan's status. I mean, he's down to like 20% in these games, 21, 22%. The Garland has like 34 plus percent usage. So I don't want to choose between those guys, man. I mean, on paper, Mobley has the best matchup, but he just had an average game. Yeah. I just don't like playing anything Cavs, man, when they're full strength. But let me know if you guys got anything. I'll probably fade the Cavs. Total, it's not bad at 232. And these are top pace teams, right? So Cavs are top 6 pace, and Pacers start.
That's Ren's. This is Ren's effect. When I see Ren's here, I go like this.
7.
He said, "Let's go. This game's ugly." That's what he
It's
said.
ugly. Get you some Nimbard. I know you like Nimbard, Ren. How about if you think that game's ugly, this next game? Whew.
And it gets worse. J. Cole
Awful.
says, "I don't play the Cavs."
Yeah.
I like these rules. The more rules you set, the more you win. It feels like.
Yep. I agree. OKC 12.5 point favorites on the road. No Embiid. Maxey is questionable. Paul George had an injury tag, but he's probable. This is gonna be ugly, especially if Maxey's out. And Maxey actually has not been playing that well, to be honest, this season. He might be dealing with something. But yeah, if he's out, then what we get? I mean, who are they gonna throw in? Because Kyle Lowry's out, McCain's out for the season. I guess it's gonna be what, Ricky Council? Oh yeah, Reggie Jackson. I forgot they have Reggie Jackson. Yep. So you're gonna see Reggie Jackson, a lot of Reggie Jackson and Eric Gordon. It's disgusting.
Ugh.
Guys, this is Fadola.
When you find so much value on women's college basketball and Aussie and all the other stuff you've been doing, it's like you get to the NBA, everything's so tight and right. You know, it's hard to find those angles unless you do those unders like yesterday. Then you still smash.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Well, how about? I mean, we can have some unders in this game, for sure. If it blows out like it should. Um, I'm thinking the only thing that Sixers are good at when Embiid is out is their spot up perimeter defense because they don't do drop coverage. Because whenever Embiid plays, I notice like they always do drop coverage and with Embiid, and he'll just drop and force people to shoot from the outside and shut down the paint. But when he's out and they have all these other scrappy guys out there, they usually hold it down on the 3-point line. Yeah, teams don't really shoot threes on them. Bottom 8, 3-point attempts. And they're top 8 in spot up shooting. So can we go under? I mean, that's guys like Dort. It's guys like Isaiah Joe. He can score in transition. But Dort is just all spot up mainly. I mean, yeah, he has 31% from transition, but it's all spot up, man. It's all 3-pointers. So maybe we consider like Dort 3-point attempt under or points under 9.5, and hope for a blowout. Because if in a blowout, he's playing. What is he playing? 23 minutes. Probably, I would say anywhere from 23 to 26 minutes. So, but if you Jalen Wells me, then I'll live with it. I'll live with guys just shooting at a really high clip from 3. So if he plays 23 to 28 minutes, he's gotten that 4 to 14 games this season. He got against the Wizards barely when they won by 41. Yeah, see, they won by 41. He played 24 minutes. But other than that, man, like, look, Magic are good at spot up 3-point shooting defense. He only had 2 points. 25 minutes, 0 points against the Wizards, 0 of 6. Rockets, another good spot up defense. He had 6 points. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll roll the dice. I think Caruso's also back too, so that's going to dilute the minutes even more so for all these guys like Dort, Joe, and Wallace. I just don't know, like, with those guys, do they play in blowouts or the cleanup crew at all? So Aaron Wiggins for sure. Oh, it looks like Isaiah Joe's a little scary. It looks like he still comes out in the 4th and plays a little bit in the 4th. Why in the world did SGA play the entire 4th quarter in a blowout? Is that stat padding? No, this is wrong. It's broken. He only played 2 minutes, right?
I don't know. I was about to say maybe it is stat padding for his MVP run, but probably not.
No, I think it's broken because he only played 30 total minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And this doesn't add up.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No. Isaiah Joe's a little scary if he's gonna play with the
J. Cole.
So let's say the door. Yeah.
J. Cole says he likes Mobley Mobley first half, and then Ren says he likes Mobley alt rebounds. Alt rebounds should be free, Ren says. This game is terrible.
Should be a lot of bricks and boards to go around.
Hey,
right?
Kev's here. What's up, Big Kev? He says boost to Cav players rebounds? Question mark. Cavs
which guys?
Rebounds. He said, is it a boost to the Cavs players rebounds?
With what?
I'm not sure. He just says boost to Cav players rebounds? I don't know. Ren says blowout. J.
Which
Cole
game?
says, probably the game you're talking. Oh, he's probably talking the Cavs game, I think. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I think without Halliburton, they're better.
He might be talking about the Thunder, actually. I think he is, actually. Maxie's going to hate playing with Podcast P, says J. Cole. Ren wants Yaba rebounds. What do you guys say? Yaba? Then he's saying pause. I think Ren smoked a couple blunts. What's up, Ren? I feel you. He says SGA free throws might be free. Emerson says Giannis taco trap at 26.5 points. And he took Mobley's PR, he says.
Okay.
And then J. Cole says, oops, I just meant in general on Mobley, not today with everyone in. My bad. I feel what he's saying. He's saying he never plays Cavs, and then he said only Mobley when guys are out. Kev says playing against Indy, does that boost the Cavs rebounds? That's what he's saying.
Let's see how they've been rebounding. I was just reading that article, and it looks looks like the Pacers are like above +10 when Halliburton's off the court. As a team, they're like a +10 on offense, and then they get a boost in defensive rating too.
They probably all step up. They're like, "Fuck, we don't have that loser on our team right now. Let's go." Damn, it sucks.
They're average in rebounds allowed. The Pacers, they're like dead average.
Okay.
We can look at a specific position if you're interested. They don't allow rebounds to shooting guards. Not much to point guard, so they're really not giving it up to the backcourt. Average against small forward. Power forward, average. Centers, average. So that makes sense, right? Overall, they're allowing like average rebounds as a whole, and then it seems like the backcourt they're below average or above average, I should say. They're not allowing that many rebounds to the backcourt, but then they're average across the board for the front court. So yeah, I mean, all average stuff there for that game. I guess we gotta wait on the Maxey news. Let's just quickly look if when we get off stream and we get that news and Maxey's out and the spread goes up even more. Let's look for those who are interested who want to sweat like a SGA or Jalen Williams under and hope for a blowout. Let's see how many minutes he's playing in a blowout, and then let's put the filter on and let's see what his like average like production is in that limited time. All right, looks like it's going to range from 30 to 33 minutes. It can go as low as 28 in some games. It looks like when minutes, that's probably the most realistic here because he does play the entire third, and then he usually comes back in the fourth quarter, depending on the game script. If they're losing, he'll come in earlier. If they're winning, he'll come in later, like the 8-minute mark. But if they have a big lead, it looks like he'll just play the entire third. Let's see, yeah, he'll come in the 8-minute mark if it's close in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna say 30 minutes, man. Let's put the 30 minutes at 31 minutes. Let's do 29 and 31. He's gotten this PRA one time, guys, with that filter on. That's against the Knicks. And that was 4 days ago. And it's because he dropped 39 points. Now, if you take this under, you are banking on a blowout because he could torch Reggie Jackson and Eric Gordon out there. Because he's not like I said, the Sixers are good at like with spot up shooting defense, and obviously SJ's not a spot up shooter. He's going to be a pick and roll ISO guy. So yeah, I'll be sweating if it doesn't blow up. How about Jalen Williams? If you look at his PRA.
AOD says they're all D-Gens United as one.
Yes, sir.
J. Cole says just need a pair for Dort. Ren says, yes, I'm high as giraffe ass.
Oh, for SGA? Yeah, I mean, just got to hope for a blowout, dude. You never know, man.
He just said
And
him in general. Ren is just high as giraffe
Oh.
ass. Yeah.
That's good. That's what's up. Man. Every time you bank on a blowout and when you're like knee deep in the season, man, it always these guys that end up starting, coming off the bench, go really hard, and they'll keep it close in the first half and surprise you. Because I mean, you're gonna want like a 25 plus point lead near the end of the third quarter. What is he not getting the most in that limited time? So he's still getting the RA. It's really just the points. I mean, he only went over 40 twice at that time. In this time window of 29 and 31 minutes. Roll the dice. I think I'll just split it. I might take a shot at his under PRA in one card, and then I'll do Dort under in another. The Dort one, if you want, you can probably just straight bet this. Oh no, it's bumping down. Oh, it bumped down to 8.5 now. While we were on stream.
That is so low.
That sucks. PrizePicks is still 9.5.
I'm looking on good old Hot Streak. Let's see if I can bump it up.
Yeah, if you get 10.5, that's nice. Okay. All right, guys.
I can get 11.5, buddy.
That is fire. Let me see.
Obviously, the odds aren't the best. I can get 10.5 at pretty decent odds. I can do 11.5, I guess. 10.5's easy though. The 11.5 is looking mighty fine, isn't it?
Is there? What about his PRA?
Might be even better thinking about blowouts.
It went to 4.
Oh my God, it's low. Who's this Tony Snell on Oklahoma City? Damn, bro.
He's got a bunch of black holes on his team, man.
At least he plays defense. I don't know what Snell was doing. I guess he played defense too. There couldn't have been another reason why he was out there.
Isaiah Joe? With Caruso back? I don't know. I think let's see with games with Caruso back. Because Caruso's been out. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. All right. I got nothing for Philly mid.
Emerson said he's high as giraffe's ass, just like Ran.
Oh. One thing about Paul George, we've been noticing, man. So we've been taking his full game unders, and it after the first half, it looks like it's an easy cash, and then back-to-back games, he just goes absolute eternal black hole. It's not even that he's shooting good, dude. In the second half, or doing well. He's just like the shot volume goes off the charts. So it looks like he's just taking the first half off. Now, can this change game to game? Sure, but it's just a trend we notice. You know, these kind of things happen in the season. We see this every season, right? Like, remember Fox last year, or was it 2 years ago? He would do nothing in the first half and then just go crazy in the second half. So we would take his first half under and then second half over. But yeah, last 3 games, man. 7 points, 2 points, 8 points, and he's playing big minutes, 21 minutes. But then let's look at the second half. What the fuck, man? 23 points. Look at his 3-point shooting in the second half. 5 of 6, 5 of 10, 2 of 5. This is so fake. 5 of 6 from 3. while in the first half he went 0 of 2. So he's tripling. That's what it is, guys. It's a 3-point volume. That's the difference. 2 3-point attempts in back-to-back games, and then in the first half, and then the second half, he's taken. Let me fix this. He's taken 6 and 10. So he tripled it in the last game. 5x the next. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he's just taking the first half off, man. His overall shot volume's not changing in the second half. It's the 3-point volume that's changing.
He probably is taking it off. He's like, this sucks, guys. Can we get this over with? And then the second half, he's like, I better turn up and help my team a little here.
Yeah. I mean, it's only the last 2 games, right? And I think the games before that, some of these Embiid might have played in, I assume. It just depends on Maxey, man. The thing that sucks if you take his first half under is that like you lose out on the blowout potential, right? So we're him playing less minutes in the second half. But this guy's gonna chuck threes, man. What's his 3-point attempt? Or I guess we don't have it because of Maxey news.
Big Kev says Caruso under PRA and limited minutes. Is Caruso on a limits restriction or something?
He's been out for a while. This is his first game back, right?
Limits restriction. Minutes restriction?
Yeah, 11 and a half. Do we have an actual report on that?
He said PRA, but whatever y'all looking at.
10-game absence streak. Yeah, he's been out for a long time. There's no indication that the 30-year-old will be restricted beyond his normal playing time. We have no idea.
He's the type of guy who's going to come right in and just, as you say, try hard.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at these games, bro. He just went crazy, like, in just limited time. 18 minutes, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Cleared that PRA. 17 minutes, cleared the PRA. 15 minutes, sort over it against Portland. Yeah. Oof. That's limited time, too. Okay. Pass. I don't know, guys. We got to wait on Maxey news.
J. Cole says, can you look at the goblins on PP? J. Cole, why would you want us to do something like that?
I think there's a promo.
Ren says, I think SGA field goal attempts is too high without Embiid and possibly no Maxey.
What's it at?
Tell us what it's at, Big Ren.
21 and a half. Says season average.
Big Kev says, could it be Podcast P is shooting more threes in the second half because they're trying to catch up? Because they're sucking?
Oh, for sure. But I don't think in those games, were they trailing by that much in both those games? Can't remember.
Not sure.
Yeah, no, that definitely plays a role for sure. But he's hitting him at a high clip too.
Luke Johnson came in with the general question: what are the 5 best unders for NBA? Well, we'll have those at the end. Big Luke.
Right now we got Dort and then something SGA. I mean, yeah, the field goal attempt is right on the dot on his season average. So, the only thing is are the Sixers. They're not really fouling that much, right? They're dead average, 15. That kind of sucks. Yeah, Ren, either one. I mean, if you're playing blowout, yeah. If it blows out like we think, if Maxey's out, then I mean, it's gonna be hard to get him to get any of these lines, except maybe the RA we saw was the one he can get to in limited time. Okay, yeah. I say if Maxi's in, I'm not touching any Sixer. If Maxi is out, then I'll consider some more OKC unders. And then I'm probably going to still stay away from the Sixers. Yabu, his rebounding is like all over the place, but this is a great rebounding spot for him, right? I mean, OKC is still bottom 3 in rebounding. But look at this, 3 rebounds, 13 rebound chances in 39 minutes. I know Magic are a much better rebounding team, but that's still scary. And what's his line? 7.5? Whew. That's the OKC effect. Yeah, the rebounding's been really weird with the Sixers with Drummond and Embiid being out. Like, Oubre has spike games. Then he'll have typical 4 or 5. Same with Yabu. It's probably just team rebounding, right? Without having a true big. Okay. I got nothing else. Suns, Hawks, another potentially ugly game too. Because on the Hawks side, Jalen Johnson's out again, and Trae Young is now questionable. Same thing here, right? I mean, like, we need that news just like we need the Maxi news for Trae, so can't really call it. I think Bogdan is questionable as well. Yeah, and these teams just play each other. So, yeah, another game, another back-to-back game. Man, so, yeah. Obviously, if Trae and Bogdan are out, it's a huge boost for Hunter. His shot volume is going to skyrocket. He already chucks, and then with those guys out, he could probably reach near 20 field goal attempts unless the game just completely blows out. So, okay. Vid is on fire from 3. I don't know if you guys noticed this. That's on fire for him, man.
Big Ren says, "Get those likes up, fam, for the greatest mind in the biz." What?
Appreciate it. Yeah, it helps us for sure. Yeah, he's 3 of 5. He's shooting. Yeah, I mean, he's shooting over 50% from 3 right now. Can he sustain that? No,
Speaking of threes, J. Cole says Hunter 1.5 threes.
Oh yeah, especially those guys are out, man. Oh, it's at 2.5 now. But if you alt it, is that a goblin?
Oh, probably.
J. Cole, I was looking for the goblin. I was looking for Nimbar would have been a good one. Points, right? Oh, there we go. 9.5. Or the assists. But then you're relying on the bum pacer guys around to make their shots. Let's see either one. And then Hunter. Do they have a goblin 3-point main? Yeah. So if all those guys are out, his 3-point volume should go way up. Suns have been pretty good on spot up 3-point defense, although Vit and Hunter both got their threes last game, right? Or at least got the 1.5. Yeah. I don't mind it. How many games do we have with Trae out and Hunter playing? 1 game? Oh, but is this when Hunter was on a minutes limit still when he first came back? He's only played 24 minutes. Should play more of that today. At least 28. I have not been touching any of the Suns. They're playing better as of late, but each of these guys are having like games where they pop off, right? Booker kind of took a back seat over the stretch of games in mid-December, late December, and then now he's like starting to pick it up against weak defenses, easy matchups. And KD kind of took a back seat in just terms of what he was doing prior to that when Booker wasn't doing anything. So they're switching off, man. And Beal had a spike game recently too, a couple in there against the Hawks, same matchup, and the Sixers. So I don't want to guess between them. I mean, the best way to attack the Hawks is 3-point shooting, and that's gonna be Grayson Allen, right? But he's a little banged up, but I think he's probable. So I took his threes in this last meeting at 2.5, and he made 5 of them. 5 of 6. He's not gonna sustain that for sure. But I'm surprised he only took 6 against the Hawks since they're like top 3 in 3-point attempts allowed and made. Because the next game he took 10 against the Jazz. But he only played 13 minutes against the Hornets. Oh, what's up with that? Because prior to that, he was playing 27, 30 minutes. Do we have a goblin for him? For those who want to, on PrizePicks, who want to do the, I think there's a promo. Yeah, 1.5 3-point made. It's the Hawks. It's a good matchup. It's just his minutes just seem super volatile. So probably with that free thing, you probably, promo, you probably want more of a slam dunk, confident play. Okay, Pelicans Bulls are gonna move along here. I have not looked into this game at all. Pelicans are pretty. I mean, they're pretty much full strength still. But I mean, still minus Bi, right? Trey Murphy went nuclear against the Celtics. He had like almost 50 fantasy points. 5 of 10 from 3. That's the highest I've ever seen his point line at 20.5. That's insane. I've never seen it that high. He's lived notoriously like around 17.5, if not max like 18.5. Guys at his position, 50% hit rate on their lines against the Bulls. And then Zion, probably 28 minutes again? Or are they going to ramp him up? Is there any news on that? I don't know. I don't see anything, so I assume 28 minutes still. It's a really good matchup for him. Especially scoring near the rim. And, power forwards versus the Bulls all season long. Them and the Wizards. But it looks like the books are split on it. Some are 22.5, others 23.5. I don't know. I hate playing guys that are they're already starting the game at a cap, but maybe you can do an alt line for him too at all points.
Ren says he loves Grayson Allen points and 3-pointers on Dabble.
Yeah.
And J. Cole says he's definitely taking Vit's 0.5 threes because he's definitely making one.
Yeah, I agree. He should take minimum 5 threes. So, yeah.
And 1.5 threes for Garland.
How about Zion's, since he's going to be capped at 28 minutes, kind of perfect to that's a good reason to take a goblin here for him. You take 4.5 rebounds maybe, or the PRA. Although, is he playmaking at all? His potentials are up there. These guys aren't making the shots. 11 potentials back-to-back games. I don't know, man. They don't have his all points? Wow, they don't have goblin points for him, do they? Looks like they're just adding stuff right now. So look out for that. Oh, there it is. 15.5. Okay. What do you guys think? You like the rebounds more or the points? I think the points make more sense in this matchup. Do you guys agree? We'll write that down though. We'll keep track of our goblins.
Zion.
It's just a good matchup for him, man. Easy, you should have easy drives to the basket here and score near the rim. Anything Bulls? The Pelicans' defense has been awful.
They are so garbage.
Jaylen Brown still didn't do anything versus them. Levine's stay on this heater. You guys want to keep riding it out? I don't know. He's got a. It's not like his usage rate has even gone up that much, and it's just really consistent. It's hanging around 29-30%. So, good matchup though. Pelicans bottom 3-4 in transition defense. That's where he's getting a lot of his points. And then they're bad in spot up shooting defense. And then is Kobe White questionable too? Not that he's been doing shit lately. God, he's been awful. He's questionable. What, he sat last game against the Kings. And as a result, Giddey popped off, right? 36 minutes. 35 fantasy. Yeah. I don't know. Levine always scares me, man. He can come out, he can give you 8 points or stay on this heater and put up 30 still. It's a good spot for Giddey. But I can never take a Giddey over, ever. Okay. DeJounte. This is a good it's a good RA spot for him, right? The pace. Massive pace up. A lot of breaks going up, rebound potential. But Zion being there looks like it's going to affect his playmaking because we just looked. Zion had 11 potential assists in back-to-back games, so probably just going to stay away from DeJounte. Maybe if you wanted to consider the rebounds straight up, but there's massive juice on it. Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Running out of time here. Okay, this game's interesting. Bucks and Kings is Monk is out, confirmed out, correct? So okay. That's good for Fox and DeRozan. Now, who does this benefit the most in this matchup? It's probably DeRozan, right, guys? I mean, like, the best way to go against drop coverage, which is what the Bucks do every single game, and defensively, is the mid-range games, the midi, because they're going to give up. They're going to allow that little mid-range near the free throw line, which DeRozan thrives off of. What's his points at? 20.5. I don't mind that as all Goblin, and I might consider the 20.5. Now, the only downside is the Bucks don't really foul that much, and we know he lives on the free throw line. But yeah, man, he should, with Monk out, get a massive boost here. Volume. He's had good games in the past against Giannis, right? But completely different teams. But those playoffs with the Bulls, he had good games. And then he had some stinkers last season against them, man. But Fox can do pretty well against drop coverage too, man. He can drive and stop and pop up middies as well. So I'll probably just split between him and Fox, man. It's a bad matchup for Sabonis, for sure. Okay. So I guess for the Goblin promo, why was Zion removed? Okay. For the Goblin promo, I guess you got to decide between Fox. I want to play both of their. Where's his points? They don't have a Goblin points for him? Okay. We'll just have to look out for that.
He's back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see it. I wouldn't do the 3. I mean, 3 could work because he should have some open 3s, but I think he's going to live off the mid-range game, him and DeRozan here against the Bucks and the drop coverage. So his assist rate goes way up too with Monk out as well, right? So but you always got to worry about Sabonis. Sabonis probably play makes a lot here. He's not going to mess around down low against the Bucks. And the Bucks, with the Bucks doing drop coverage, Sabonis is going to have all the lanes clogged, so he's going to have to kick it out and play on the high post mainly with that high post pick and roll. So Sabonis could rack up assists as well. Maybe even like pair his a Goblin assists with a Goblin points for Fox or DeRozan. Yeah. He had 15 and 8 last year against them. Assists. Yeah, just look up for Fox all Goblin points. I don't see it.
J. Cole
Let me
says
know if you
Sabonis under points and don't tell Big 2.
Yes, in a non-alt slip, I'm with it. Especially second half. Okay. Let me know if you guys find it. I imagine it's going to be what? All line will be what? 22 and a half, 23 and a half? 21 and a half? I don't know. Do we have one for DeRozan? And then we'll move on. Move on. What's up with this, man? Are they limiting the Goblin plays because of the Goblin challenge or promo? I don't know. I don't see all points for him either. Just look out for it. It's a terrible matchup for Giannis. But it's Giannis, and he can get it done in any matchup. But yeah, the Kings are number 1 in transition defense, and that's how Giannis scores, right? Off of either turnovers or rebounds and kickouts and scoring in fast transition, driving to the basket. Kings are number 1 in that defense. And they're number 2 in points allowed near the rim, which Giannis 73% of his points come from. So this is a tough matchup, guys, for him. Last year, 27 and 30 versus them. Middleton was out both those games. Is there a point combo for him and Sabonis on PrizePicks? That'd be interesting. Of course not. Yeah, it's Giannis and Fox, so I wouldn't mess with that. Too bad it wasn't Giannis and Sabonis. Okay. Yeah, maybe consider both unders for them, man. But it's scary because it's still, at the end of the day, it's still the Kings' defense, man. And they can get torched any moment. I will say, though, Monk being out and having Keon Ellis out there, it's much better defensively on the perimeter. So I'm not going to mess with any of the other Bucks guys here. But, again, the Kings give up spot-up three-point shooting all day long. So, yeah, they're dead last in spot-up shooting. But Dame has mainly been scoring off of pick-and-roll ball handling. But he can spot-up three-point shoot, obviously. So that's going to benefit guys like Gary Trent and AJ Green. A lot of bums, but, yeah. Nuggets and Mavs, Kyrie was upgraded to questionable, so we can't really discuss this. He might make his return, might not. We'll have to wait and see. And then the Nuggets are all good to go. We took Kyrie in the same matchup without Luka, and he shit the bed. The guy who had the best game was, Najee Marshall? Went absolutely black hole. Dropped 26 points in that game in just 26 minutes, point per minute. Followed it up again with a solid game of 16 points relative for him. And that was recently 2 days ago, so minus 128 for 11.5, minus 140 on Fliff. It's not the best value, but yeah, he matches up well. Goes off against Nuggets for whatever reason. I got nothing on the Nuggets side. And in the last game, our good old Nets, man, these are our boys. These guys hold it down on defense. They're hungry, motivated, trying to earn a roster spot contract. Keon Johnson has been an elite on-ball defender on the perimeter. All these guys are scrappy on defense. Jalen Wilson. So the only problem, though, is that Cameron Johnson might make his return back. D'Lo's upgraded questionable. If those guys play, man, that really sucks because that's just a major downgrade to defensively on the perimeter for the Nets. Hopefully they play limited minutes. But I like the current roster when it's, Ben Simmons, Keon Johnson, Clowney, Clax, Jalen Wilson. Like, that's a solid defensive unit. So let's hope they set, especially let's hope D'Lo sets, man. Because if we want to consider what we do is we always take point guards unders versus the Nets. If we want to really hammer that in with Simons, we want D'Lo to sit. So it's a wait and see. I would consider it if D'Lo is not playing. So he looks like he bumped from 23.5 down to 22.5. But the problem is that his shot volume is insane right now. He could just get there by pure volume. I mean, he's taken like 21 to 23 shots lately. Even though like he could shoot like absolute shit and still get there. I mean, like this game. Oh my gosh, yeah, he's shooting so much, guys. So many threes. But the Nets are running the slowest pace still, right? So hopefully gets a little less shots up. I think and we want Denny to play. I think he's questionable. That would help out. Yeah, there's a lot of wait and see, and we're not going to get that news because it's a late night hammer. So we're going to have to. I'm not going to parlay any of these guys into a slip with early games because we won't have the news, and there's a lot of key news on both sides of the ball here. Like I said, Denny's questionable. Is Ayton technically questionable as well with that injured calf strain that he's been dealing with? There's a lot of injuries on here. Clax is questionable. Denny is questionable. D'Lo, even Ben is questionable. Looks like Aiden's good to go. Yeah. If Clax is out, maybe that unlocks Day'Ron Sharp, man. He can be super productive in limited minutes. And he has an outside shot, which is the best way to attack the Blazers here. Clowney, too. Good matchup for him. Blazers struggle in spot-up defense and in transition. But we need to see – you definitely want Cam Johnson and D'Lo to not play to consider him. He's either going to drop 14-plus or he's going to drop 0 like he did against the Jazz. Jesus, Clowney. 0 of 10. Oh, man. Yeah. That's what's dealing with these two teams, man. They're very similar. They play hard defense at times. Like guys like Kamara and Keon Johnson are essentially the same kind of player, man. Utility guys play really, really solid perimeter defense. And Keon used to play. He was on the Blazers for a period of time too, right? So this is a revenge game back in Portland. If Kim Johnson and D'Lo are out, I might look into his fantasy. So I think he's been pretty decent with his fantasy score. It's late. I mean, even in limited minutes, 21 minutes, he's still got 23 fantasy, 36. He's getting about over a fantasy point per minute. So it just depends on the line and if those guys are out. So we need to wait on that. We'll look out for that. I'm probably not going to get any props either. Okay. I will go back through. I got to run. I'll go back through and look, find some alt plays for the promotion, make some SGPs for Fliff, and then maybe we can build a slip with the tacos that are out too on PrizePicks. But we're still waiting on a lot of injury news in a lot of these games, minus the Cavs Pacers. Yeah, I think all the other games have Q tags, and maybe the Kings Bucks don't as well. So a lot of injury news today. I would just wait until we get the news before entering anything. For sure. All right, underrated.
Alrighty.
Tomorrow, dude. These have been some back-to-back ugly slates, huh?
Yeah. That's okay. We got all kinds of stuff in the Discord going on. What's up?
We got a monster slate tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, yep. Might have to do a late night streamer.
Hey, yeah, I know. Sixers are on the front of a back-to-back, so Maxey might, and they play the Knicks, so maybe Maxey sits today since he was questionable. Key thing to point out there. And then Trae Young plays tomorrow too. So I feel like either Trae or Maxey probably sit either on the front end or the back end of this back-to-back. Something to consider. And the Bucks are on the front end as well. And they play in conference tomorrow, and they're out of conference tonight. Things that take into consideration for sure. Nets on the back-to-back too. So maybe, and So the Nets being playing tomorrow, I imagine, with Cam Johnson and D'Lo making a return back from injury, I doubt they would play in a back-to-back. So they're also probably going to sit either tonight or tomorrow. So we'll just wait and see. Some good matchups in here. Stuff we can mess with for sure. I like it. So back at it tomorrow, guys. And then we'll do, either our UFC stream either Thursday or Friday. Getting excited for it. So.
Oh yeah, good. That's gonna be awesome. We're about to whoop some ass.
Lines are already moving, man. Lines are already moving.
Let's do it. Let's do it Thursday then.
Okay.
All right, man. We'll catch you in the Discord then. Late.
Peace.